Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
Murder 1-9, this is the Rubber Duck. Who's leading this here convoy? Over.
I read you, Rubber Duck. This is the Carnivore trucker heading this bacon convoy. We're on the road to health through the carnivore diet. Why don't you follow us? Over.
10-4, Carnivore trucker. Let's bring home the bacon. Over.
One thing I've noticed, like people up on the New England states particularly are always in a hurry. But yeah, I ordered.
Philly's not New England.
Huh?
Philly's not New England.
How is it not New England?
It's
New England would be
It's south. Yeah, it ends at Rhode Island, is as far south as the states.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right.
I know I'm right. I'm from that area.
Well, it's confusing because the original White House was in Philadelphia, so that just kind of makes sense in my head. But whatever.
That I have an IQ of 48 and am what some people call mentally retarded.
I'm kind of retarded.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Bacon Convoy. Well, our guest, Glamorous Carnivore, canceled on us, and Alia is sideways. There we go. And now
you're on mute.
Oh,
can you unmute her now?
Hello.
Oh, there.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh. I've never streamed from my phone before, so this will be fun. This will be a lot of fun.
Do you have it vertically or can you turn it horizontally?
Mira. Here's horizontal.
Oh, it's not flipping. Do you have the option to flip it?
I don't.
Like when you turn it, it has like a little rotate button.
Oh well, it's
even
fine.
on my phone. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auto
like when you turn it, it has a little.
Oh yeah.
okay.
When you do you have Android?
Yeah.
Or...
Do I have what?
Android.
Yeah. Sorry. Team Android.
I have Android too. That's all right.
When you go to Android, go right there, and there's a right there that little spinny icon. Oh Jesus!
Oh, she disappeared.
Okay, well, all right. Nicole's here.
Hey Nicole, what's up?
I'm just gonna leave it as is.
Yes, we are just because at least we could see you and we could hear you.
Yeah. Terry's here.
Hello,
hey,
Terry.
JP.
Chuck. Love hanging with Chuck.
Anna. Slipknot fans here.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice.
Oh, from Norway. Very cool.
Moeller? Oh yeah, Alia, did
Hello
you see?
from
Were you
Norway.
here for your intro?
No, I
Were you
didn't
here
see
for your
anything. In
intro?
fact, I don't even think I'm streaming right now. I don't even think I'm streaming because of all the technical difficulties. So I'm sorry.
Probably not. Oh well, it's fine.
Oh well, too bad. So sad.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Oh,
today's
it looks
stream
like
is
you
going
are.
perfectly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she is streaming. It looks like you got 13 watching. So yeah,
Oh,
it looks like
hey,
everything's
that's
cool on
exciting.
that end.
Okay, cool.
I just
But yeah, for your intro, I put the you dumping your cereal on your face.
Oh, I wish I would have seen that. I'll go back and watch it afterwards.
Okay, 22 Cat is here.
Hey, Lynn. Thanks for being here.
Lynn, okay.
Yep, I'm being goofy as always.
Yep.
As is part of my brand.
So yeah, today's stream is going great. I'm kind of winging it. Like I said, my guest canceled, so it's just us three, and we're I don't know. I guess we're just hanging out. I guess.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, and I'm actually at a problem with my technical difficulties. The internet's fine, but my computer's not the usual computer I use.
Are you sure the internet's fine?
Because you started breaking up a little bit.
No, it might not be fine. It might not be fine.
Do you have Wi-Fi? Is your phone hooked up to Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it is. There's the Wi-Fi box right there. I think you can see it. I don't know. I'm literally in my friend's closet because my kids are on the other side of the door playing.
Oh no.
Aw.
But this is
My
cool.
Bob.
We'll be the trio for today.
Yeah, that's nice.
Semi-retired Bob is kind of awake.
Yay!
Hey, Mr. Bob, how did your drive go to Texas?
Oh yeah. Actually, me and Bob probably aren't too far away from each other right now because I'm in El Paso, parked in El Paso right now.
Yeah, I remember you saying that last time. That would be cool if you guys arranged a meetup. That'd be awesome.
Would be cool. And I think
do a meetup.
I know.
Did you see?
You're just so far out, Alia.
Yeah, you are.
Where would we have the halfway mark even be?
I don't know. I keep telling Carrie that we should do a meetup in Chicago just to give me an excuse to go visit, but that's still kind of far away from both of you guys.
Yeah, Dr. Hampton would definitely have no issues of being there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Bob's still in Omaha, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chicago's, well, I would go to Chicago. I've been there plenty of times.
Nice. Yeah, Chicago, but I don't know about a meetup starting after October would be terrible in Chicago.
Yeah, for sure.
I just say you all come to Florida.
How's that? Do I look really tiny now? Okay, so does anyone have any carnivore questions? Nobody. We're just chatting.
Says, yeah. Not that Anna says Chicago is doable for me. Want to go to a meetup?
Yay! Nice. I mean, it's just a pipe dream. Is that what it's called? A pipe dream at this moment? Me going to Chicago.
Is Bob the Carnivore building a house out of larger metal storage containers? That's cool. I'm in Texas. We need some rain.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what Bob's doing. But where at in Texas are you?
Yeah, I'm excited to see his land. It sounds really exciting.
Oh yeah.
Because it's definitely a goal that he put in place and he achieved that goal. So I'm super happy for him.
Yeah. So, and in November, I'm kind of excited. I've been talking about it for a while, but that Texas Renaissance Festival. What's funny is I'm going to be on Sauna's stream while I'm at the fair.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe a turkey leg might make an appearance.
Well, the event won't start, so it'll just be me and my campsite.
Oh, okay.
So, Jennifer, Texas Carnivore, South Texas. Like I said, I'm in El Paso right now. What's going on, Mike?
You guys could do a meetup today.
Yeah, 100 degrees all summer. I don't know what the temperature is outside right now. Let me look.
I'm not sure.
Truck says it's 105 outside.
Oh wow. I am that's one of the reasons I will maybe if I move back to the US, I always say I'll move back to Texas, but I don't know, that 100-degree heat is something to stay away from.
I imagine it's probably hotter in Colombia.
Nope. Not where I live. I visited like the coast, which is apparently very hot, and it's like where the beaches are. And Chicago in the summer is worse than the coast of Colombia. So there you go. Texas is worse than the coast of Colombia. And where I live, it's like a nice 60s, 70s all year round. So there you go.
Yeah, I have coworkers in Texas and it gets hotter. Like when we compare temperatures, their temps are higher than here in South Florida. But I think our humidity, everyone claims like our humidity is what makes our temperature awful. But I don't know. I've been here for over 21 years and I don't notice the humidity being anything awful.
Well, I guess I can see that. I'm kind of the same way with Texas heat. But Jennifer, Texas Carnivore, we used to go to the Renaissance Festival, one around Houston. Yeah, the one in Humboldt, that's the one I'm going to. Yesterday was the first day of fall.
Question from Moki Joe.
I see. I'll get to it. Semi-retired Bob. I'm holding until midsummer. I have friends that live in their van. I'm waiting for them to get done with their potato harvest. They will come through on their way south and we'll travel together. That sounds good.
Oh, yeah. That'll be cool.
Okay, so question from Moki Joe. I think that's how you pronounce that. What's the longest you've ever heard someone going before seeing results? I'm 62 days in and no benefits yet. You guys keep inspiring me to keep pushing on.
Great question.
Let's see. I can't remember her real name, but delighted to meet you. She's been stalled for like a year almost, and she's actually starting to gain weight. If you like, she's been coming out with some videos on that and her attack plan. So I mean, you're not the only one who has a stall. And hell, I've been in a stall for the past couple of months. I've been stuck at 205 for I don't know, a couple months. But I mean, I could cut back on my fat. I could start exercising more. There's stuff I could do. I'm just being lazy. But what about y'all, Alia?
Go ahead, Alia.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. I'm curious, like, what do you mean no results? Like, you've experienced zero improvements in your entire body, not just weight. Like, within a week, I stopped having like IBS issues, like gas, bloated, your stomach problems, diarrhea. I had that for years on and off, like lots of stomach issues. Within a week, it was gone. 2 weeks, I was finally sleeping normally again. 2 weeks, I had no more back pain. So my question is, like, have you experienced absolutely no change of benefit in your body, or are we just talking about weight? Because that's a different issue, and everybody is different. Like, I haven't lost any weight in like a month, and I'm stuck at 177, and I started at like 209, almost 210. But I don't consider that I'm stalled because I have all those other benefits, and I don't know what else is happening in my body right now or what else is healing, other than I feel a lot better than I did 7 months ago. So that's my question for you. Have you experienced zero results of any benefit, or are we just talking about weight? All right, Sana, what about you?
I was going basically the same route with that. So when you're speaking on behalf of results, are we talking about the scale? Because as many will see, the scale is not going to be the be all tell all. I can definitely tell you when I started January 1st of this year going carnivore after 4 years keto, I had some healing that had to be done. Just because I was keto for 4 years does not mean my body was healed. I had things that were impacting me part of my keto journey. So like Alia mentioned, like I had back pain, I had hip pain, I had thigh pain, I had heel spurs that had to heal. I had limited mobility. I had IBS issues. I had a laundry list of things that needed healing. I definitely noticed I had proper mobility 3 weeks in to triple B and E. That is what I decided to start with, was triple B and E starting January 1st. 60 days worth of triple B&E, I only lost, according to the scale, I lost 8 pounds. But if you go and look at my before and after pictures, people are shocked and they ask me, is your scale broken? Are you sure your scale is accurate? Because if you see my body recompositioning, you will be amazed that it was only 8 pounds I lost. So if you're speaking in terms of the scale, do not let the scale be your only source for your results. Take measurements, take
Oh, yeah.
pictures, take an account of what you are struggling with. Do you have pains? Like Alia and I've experienced IBS, like kind of make a list of what your laundry list is of your pains, your ailments, and kind of look back and see. So there's like an update here. No change for me for real. Fatigue, insomnia, depression, and yes, 0 weight loss. I switched to strict triple B&E a couple weeks ago. Keep on. I don't know. Are you coming from like keto, ketovore? Are you coming straight from standard American diet? We all have to remember this is not a fad diet. So we cannot have the mentality of a quick fix or quick results. Our body needs time to heal. So definitely, this is something you have to give it patience, because we have to realize weight loss, the pounds dropping, is the silver lining to this. The true kind of reward is the healing of all the pain. It has to be the healing that we are looking forward to. Kind of put the weight loss on the back burner because it will come once you're healing, once all those ailments start healing for themselves, the weight loss will definitely come. Just give it some patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's different.
Absolutely.
So Jennifer, Texas Carnivore. I have done Carnivore for a year and 2 weeks. Noticed results right away. If stalled, eat between 5 a.m. and 12 p.m. And fast reminder of day. Drink only water, no coffee, no dairy, no plants, sleep. So
Yeah, that's some
Good
good
advice.
points. Yeah,
Yeah.
because even with the triple B&E that you're planning on doing, that is great to go in with because then you're eliminating everything. And I would slowly reintroduce things. So say for example, like dairy, if you start reintroducing that after your triple B&E, see if that might be the cause of why you're having stalls in terms of fat loss, in terms of healing. You can kind of take it about that reintroduction approach. So your mindset of doing triple B&E, that is awesome. Like it would definitely kind of help you pinpoint through an elimination way of eating what you might have to tweak.
yeah, it's always just tighten up the belt.
Exactly. Yes.
Semi-retired Bob, Kelly Hogan. Kelly Hogan gained weight for 6 months. Look at her now. I've been the same weight all summer, but I am packing on muscle. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
like I said, all of our bodies do things differently. I honestly believe having carbs can interpret a stall.
Interrupt. I think it's interrupt.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it does interpret.
Probably meant to interrupt. Yeah, a stall if you've been strict carnivore for too long. I can kind of see that, just like
I've
a little
heard
bit.
that.
Right.
I've heard that.
Slipknot fan, delighted to meet you. Had some kind of skin condition. I'm impressed by her positive results. Yeah, you've seen her before and after results. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, Slipknot fan, I think I made you a moderator. And also, man, you need to hit me up on Instagram. Share me some, send me some music. Let's see. Jennifer, Texas Carnivore. Don't eat at night when experiencing early on night eating didn't work for me. Eating early in the day was best. For me, I eat late, like when I get done with work. Do y'all eat? Do y'all do OMAD or no? I don't remember.
No.
I do OMAD. So I naturally kind of got back into OMAD because I'm so satiated, and then kind of just like the way my daily work schedule goes, because aside from this, I do have a what people consider a 9 to 5 job. So I do a full-time employment, and I rather not rush myself in a 30-minute lunch break because I'm not hungry. Um, and I think that's a difference. There's hungry and then there's hunger, and the hunger is not there. So I could definitely wait until I get off of work and just kind of relax, go into my OMAD. But I do have some plans for some extended fasting coming up in October that I'll be mentioning in one of my content videos. But yeah, I'm excited for it because definitely my body really, I probably could even do without that OMAD because I'm really just at a point where my body is just getting so satiated.
Yeah,
That's
like I said,
awesome.
I'm basically the same thing. I'll just fast all day, and then once I'm done driving, I'll eat my food, and then just kind of relax, play video games. Cindy Demanchi. Anyway,
I
I
mean,
find if I stole weight wise, clothes fit, energy wise, etc., I mix things up some. For instance, I did BBBE for 31 days. I've done a 7-day egg fast. Wow. You have to keep your body guessing. Oh yeah. There's something to like metabolic flexibility, like the comment before about throwing in some carbs can like fix a stall. It keeps your metabolism on its toes. I think there's something to that.
yeah, it's definitely like what you said, Sean. We're all different. We kind of have to see what is going to work for our personal body and not really kind of just see like what everybody else is doing, because what everyone else is doing is good for inspiration and motivation, but you have to find out kind of what your sweet spot is.
Yeah, I think if you do this for long enough, you'll figure it out. Um, well, did you have anything to add to that, Alia?
Nope. Nope. Even though I
Okay.
got a complaint just now that I'm so quiet today.
Well, she is in a
I'm
closet,
so
so
worried that I am, and
This
I'm
is
so
the
worried that
first
my
time.
internet gets.
Yeah, this is the first time we're also doing a live together.
Oh
Ali
oh
and
yeah,
yeah,
I
I was gonna ask if y'all had met before.
we've met in the chat.
in the chats,
Well,
yes.
yeah, yeah. But Slipknot fan, the Lion Diet makes you drop weight phenomenally fast. Which, by the way, I gotta record a video, but I'm wanting to do a. Oh yeah, and I need to make a Facebook community. I want to do a challenge for next month. It's October. Yeah, October Lion Diet challenge. I want to try to do that.
Nice.
So I'm
I
gonna
I'll
watch
do
out for
that. I'll do it, but then
you.
one
Would
day I'll
do
just like start craving eggs. So then I'll be off lion diet.
it.
I do love that steak. I do love that steak.
I
Yeah,
agree.
your body may only need keto as a transition to carnivore. Once you drop the plants, your body may go high gear in healing the body. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's true. It's true. Because I did plants for years. I would do like strict keto and
Right.
feel terrible. Feel terrible. But my strict keto was like chicken and salad. So
Uh,
no wonder I
Yeah.
felt terrible.
And that's just it. Being on keto, some have to experience oxalate dumping, even going from keto to carnivore, because you're
Yeah.
not having those veggies anymore. So your body is having to oxalate dump, and then some experience oxalate dumping different than others. Some go
Yeah.
through like severe symptoms with that oxalate dumping. So definitely there's a lot of healing that has to be done, regardless if you're coming from keto or ketovore.
yeah, like y'all don't want to hear about what I did with my keto like 2 or 3 years ago. I was doing OMAD, having a big salad, which was like spinach and like spring mix with like a couple of boiled eggs and some bacon and a vinaigrette. And like I would have like soup with like Brussels sprouts and whatever meat, chuck roast, and I would eat my soup and salad. And for my one meal, I lost about 15, 20 pounds. But geez, knowing what I know now about nutrition, it's
Yeah.
bad. Moki Joe coming from Whole Food, but carb heavy diet. Were you vegan? Whole Food vegan? Or is it just like no processed crap? What's up, Rick? Pork and chicken can cause inflammation, so beef works best for me. They feed chickens and pigs corn and soy. I'm actually have some pork chops that I need to cook up.
I heard that a lot. Like a lot get inflammation and a lot of hindrances with chicken.
Right.
Do any of
And
you have issues with chicken? I personally don't, which I'm happy about because I love chicken wings. Do
yeah, me
either of
too.
you
Yeah.
get irritations?
No,
No,
but I think the food in Colombia is better. I think the food quality
Oh,
in
yes.
Colombia is probably better. If I eat too much pork belly, I could get nauseated but I don't think it's I think it's from eating too much fat too easily because I will overeat the pork belly.
That's definitely easy to do.
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, I could eat a whole rotisserie chicken and be happy.
Yum.
And obviously, I'm a fan of bacon. We are on the bacon convoy with the bacon flag in the background. Jennifer, Texas Carnivore. Baggy White has done Carnivore for 65 plus years at age 82, but it looks like she's 60, works on ranch for 14 hours. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I've been
Yeah.
seeing her on, is it Dr. Chafee talking to her,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
When he initially interviewed her. And for me, she does not even look 60 for me.
No,
She
she
looks like
looks
she could pass for like her late 40s, if even that. But yeah,
50s,
she
yeah.
looks amazing. Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
And Slipknot fan doesn't have Instagram, but he could put some music recommendations in the video comments. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Okay. Yeah, Moki Joe. Am I saying that right, by the way? I think that's my next move, to drop pork and bacon. I've been experimented with no butter on my way to lion diet suit, I guess. Yeah. Well, hell, like I said, I'm gonna be starting up a lion diet challenge, so I'll do it if you do it. I don't know about giving up bacon though, because I love my bacon.
I say why, if something is working for you, why would you change what you're doing? Like, why would you change what's already working? Like, I understand people like to do all these challenges. But I see sometimes people do challenges and they get all screwed up because they changed what was already working for them. Even if the weight's not going off, like, are you putting on muscle or whatever? That's why I like Sana, because she likes keeping the list. Like, the lists are so important.
And that's my
like,
mentality too with the challenges.
Yeah.
Like I've even discussed it before, like on my content videos, and I don't mean to come off harsh, but just very much like you're saying, Alia, yes, is it good to challenge yourself with certain things? Absolutely. But like with this, why are we putting that pressure on ourselves to change something that is working? Stick with what's working. If you feel like you have to make any changes, definitely make some tweaks. See if you're able to like achieve other goals you have yourself, like in terms of your better health goals. But for me, like when I did triple beanie, I could not do it as a challenge. Like I made sure like I tuned out like all the channels for the month of January and February that had triple beanie as a challenge because I had to just focus on me. It was like a me versus me kind of mentality.
Yeah,
so sorry,
maybe
Sean,
I'll
you
just.
can do a lion challenge. I'm just saying, if something's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I get what you're saying. Maybe I should just do a fitness challenge instead, because that's really what I want to need to do, is start getting active again.
But you're wanting to tweak things. That's your intention of doing the lion diet, right?
A little bit. I mean, like I said, I'm apprehensive about cutting out bacon.
Then don't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'll just
eat that bacon.
maybe I'll just do a fitness challenge. Oh, and
Well,
Boki
you could
was
always do
not
triple
vegan, more
B&E.
Polish.
That'll have you keeping your bacon for sure.
Well, yeah, I just do triple B because I can't do eggs.
Oh yeah, triple B for Sean.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. I love
yeah.
eggs. I'm so sorry.
Me
Don't
too.
I
eat
love
me,
eggs too. I just can't
your
eat
butt.
them. So annoying.
Then don't. My son loves shrimp. He can't eat them. I don't want him to die. So don't eat what's gonna make you sick.
Oh yeah, our oldest, yeah, he's allergic. All the
And
shellfish.
Rick says the whole weight loss obsession must be very stressful.
Oh
Well, we all have
yeah.
our
It's stressful, and that's why I just want to say, getting on carnivore took the obsession with losing weight away.
Right.
I've been obsessed for years. I gained 80 pounds with my son, Jacob, and it's been very stressful up and down roller coaster since then. And right now I'm almost back down. If I do 20 more pounds, I'm back down to before I got pregnant, but I don't care anymore. It's not driving me
Right.
crazy or putting me in tears. So this is a good comment from Rick. It can be stressful, but somehow carnivore changed that in my mind.
Absolutely. Because that's the mentality we've
And I don't
always
look like
had.
yeah. And
It's
I
like
don't
the
look like a
mentality
beach
we
ball
had.
anymore.
Exactly. It's like the mentality we had with the standard American diet and like what were
Yeah.
perceived as healthy foods. It's the same thing with the
Right.
scale. We were always told, oh, like if the scale's budging, that's the only way to measure. Um, so absolutely, like a lot of people are obsessed. Me personally, I was very obsessed with the scale, and that had to be one of my non-scale victories was to heal myself from the obsession over the scale. So it's something that, yeah, it has to be a work in progress. Thankfully, I can keep my scale in the deepest, darkest corner of my closet and not pull it out or focus on it. So no, absolutely,
Yeah.
Rick. That's a great comment.
Yeah, and I mentioned, I've been in a stall, but body composition wise, like, I mean, I put up a picture on my Instagram, and like when I lay down on my back, I could feel my chest my rib cage sink down into my belly, and I'm like, I've never had this before. Like, this is great.
Awesome. I need to go get my charger. Sorry.
Okay.
Today's my day of technical issues.
No, but yeah, absolutely. Like you're saying, Sean, I've definitely noticed when it comes to the body recompositioning when you shared like that before and after. So
I mean, granted, I was
absolutely.
sucking in my gut, but
No, I feel like they're always going to be tweaking. We all can tweak things. Like for the month of September, I did dairy free because certain dairy did not taste the same to me anymore. Like I was able to still taste any cheeses or dairy that was from like sheep or goat's milk, but anything like cow cheeses, I don't have any taste for anymore. So like I cut out dairy for the month of September. And I may just only go back to anything that is made from like goat or sheep's milk. For the rare occasion that I want to have dairy, but that is just something I did because it was like something personally I noticed for myself. But if you have any personal tweaking to do, don't feel bad about doing it.
yeah. Well, you were talking about dairy. Earlier this week, I had you've seen those Wisconsin cheese curds? They're like
Oh
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
back
yeah.
of the stack. I
Right.
had one of those just because it was like, I think it was 2 carbs, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had cheese in a while, and so I ate that, and I still have a big pimple on my back from it.
Oh no, it irritated you. Oh no.
And then I had another pimple on my arm. I already popped it, and it healed up a bit. Oh yeah, probably can't see it.
Did you
Little
eat
red
much
spot.
of it?
I ate the whole pack.
The
But it
whole
was
thing.
only,
Oh my gosh,
it
you
was
might have
like
overdid it, is what it is.
it was like palm size though. It wasn't like a huge pack of cheese, but like I said, it was only 2 grams of carbs for the whole pack. But yeah, that's
Oh
why I don't eat
wow.
cheese all that much, because it gives me body acne, and it makes me feel a little bit bloated too. Jennifer, Texas Carnivore, you may notice more healing if you try lion. You can always go back to bacon. That's true.
Yeah, very true.
And she also says, I think plant toxins age us faster, and processed foods are plant-based, just concentrated more in plant toxin. Plant sugar should be listed as a natural plant toxin. Yeah, I kind of agree. And I'll wait until Alia can hear us again before I start up this last conversation. Alia, can you hear us? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back, but I didn't find my phone charger, so we'll see how long I last.
Oh, okay. Well, so just for you, Jennifer, Texas Carnivore, I think plant toxins age us faster, and processed foods are plant-based, just concentrated in more plant toxins.
Right.
Plant sugar should be listed as natural plant toxin. And on the subject of sugar, I have a theory. I just want to throw it out at y'all.
Sure.
So, dietary sugar based off of plants, right? We all agree that that's pretty bad for us.
Yeah.
So, and people want to freak out over gluconeogenesis from protein overconsumption. I think that the glucose that our body makes naturally from gluconeogenesis is way less toxic to us than the sugar from plants. I think because it's a natural part of our system, that it's not inherently toxic. I would trust the glucose from gluconeogenesis more than I trust the glucose from sugar intake. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, anything that's artificial, something that is not going to be a part of like our body's natural process, no, it's absolutely going to be harmful. I mean, even look at like some studies that compare up. Alia dropped. So I don't know if that was it for her charge that she had.
Probably.
It could very well be. I'm sure she'll tell us in the chat if that's what happened, if she still has her laptop access. But yeah, look at the things that sugar is compared to. Um, let's just say Coke. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm referring to as Coke. I'm not referring to the soda or the pop, as some call it. Um, when it comes to Coke and sugar, sugar is as addictive as people are addicted to Coke. So when you have that comparison, absolutely, when it comes to sugar and the impacts that it has in terms of glucose, no, absolutely. I definitely think everyone definitely has to keep away. Oh, here she is in the chat.
Yeah, I see her. But yeah, no, I think, like I said, it's just what our body does is, I would trust it a lot better than from anything that we intake.
Yeah, it's the same with like the exogenous ketones. It's the same thing. Why are
right,
people taking the exogenous ketones when your body is ending up flushing what it does not need, which is possibly flushing everything that you're spending these buku bucks on
right,
these exogenous ones. It's like, for what reason? Like, let your body, as long as you're eating the proper stuff to keep those, ketones going, to keep yourself in ketosis, like, why spend these buku bucks when you could be spending that on the meat?
yeah. Primal Mike, weight obsession is one thing, but people comparing rates of weight loss is a bigger issue. Yeah.
100%.
I think it's better to compare body composition, like Jonathan says.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Slipknot fan says, I have been hearing people have been doing well on goat dairy. I can believe that. Here in Texas, we have a grocery store called HEB, and they sell goat's milk. It's still pasteurized like regular milk is,
Right.
but I can taste the difference. And I really love this stuff. They also sell goat's butter and goat's cheese. I imagine in the UK they have. I imagine you'll have better access to goat products, because I think here in the US they probably have a little bit of a stigma about it.
Yeah, some of the farms here in South Florida, they will sell raw, whether it's like cow's milk or like any dairy in general, they will sell raw, but it's required because obviously it's against the law for them to sell for human consumption. So they literally just have to put like a sticker, a label on it that just says not for human consumption, and you're kind of just doing it at your own free will if you're purchasing it for your personal human consumption. But they do sell it here, like at a lot of the farms and stuff, they sell it. So I tracked down a farm that actually has some that is a goat as well as sheep. So I'm hoping one of these days I'm able to go there and test it out.
Nice. There's there's one a farm in my hometown in Texas that would sell raw dairy. I tried to get a hold of it last time
Yeah.
I was home, and I wanted to do like a tour for YouTube, tour their dairy farm. And I spoke to the owners once, and they were like, yeah. But that was like a month or so before I came home, and like a week or so before I came home, I could not get a hold of these people. So I couldn't even get a hold get a hold of raw dairy or anything. I was
Oh
kind of upset.
no. Well, that
Um,
stinks. We'll definitely keep at it because I'm also trying to see. We have a ranch locally here, and oh my gosh, I think they're in like their fourth or like fifth generation of running the ranch. Um, and oh my gosh, their land is just gorgeous, and I would love to make that a content video. That would be really cool.
yeah. Like I said, I wanted to. That would be cool. That would be cool. This is super chat for Alia. Let's wait until Alia gets back, and we'll let her read it out for you. But I have no idea what kudzu root is. Oh, speak of the devil, she is try.
Ah,
There she is.
Hello. Oh my
yes,
God.
sure.
And my name is
back.
spelled wrong. And I spelled my name wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. At least I came back in time for this super chat.
Yes.
I've never heard of kudzu root for alcohol cravings. I've never heard of kudzu root.
I would say ask one of the doctors, catch like Dr. Barry's stream, or even a former fat girl. She might
Yeah.
maybe
I
don't.
know
I
it's
don't
a
know.
natural supplement. I have heard
Yeah.
of it before, but like specific to the alcohol cravings, that's something I don't know enough about it to say.
No.
But it is a supplement that's available from what I know. I've just kind of heard of it like for inflammation is the reference I heard about it. But yeah, that would be definitely a good question for someone on like the health panel in this community.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know. Do you have alcohol? Do you get alcohol cravings, Sean?
me. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I know I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm saying like, how do you get over that? Because I don't like alcohol at all. So I would
Yeah.
just say lots of B vitamins probably would help because alcohol depletes your B vitamins. But on Carnivore, you can get your B vitamins from organ meats and you can get them from pork. Sorry, that's 2 cents. Yeah, there's a lot of B vitamins in pork. And apparently, Google what organ meats. But how do you handle, without drinking alcohol, how do you handle your cravings, Sean?
I just kind of write them out, and they're never too strong. Like, honestly, last night I was very tempted to go hit up a bar, but I was like, no, I don't want to be hungover for this stream.
It's so
And
considerate.
besides, yeah, right. And besides, I'm I'm 100% going to be drinking at the Texas Renaissance Fair, so I'll just wait for then. It's kind of like a patience thing. It's like and one thing I love about Carnivore is you have more of a lid on your addictions. Like
Right.
I'm very open about, like, I'll smoke tobacco here and there. I'll drink here and there, and just going from smoking 2 packs a day, not being able to go like an hour without smoking, to to freaking being able to put it in the back seat for like a month or longer. Like, it's been 4 months since the last time I smoked some tobacco, which is from the pipe, by the way. I don't inhale. But there's just something very empowering to be able to put your cravings in the back seat. But and same for alcohol. But Georgia Carnivore, I think if you just stick with it and just kind of ride those cravings out whenever you get them, reincorporating those addictions, if you're struggling with them that bad, is probably not a good idea. Like, maybe seek AA, something like that. But I don't know. For me, it's like I joke that I'm too Scotch Irish to to quit drinking, but it's a choice. I'm not on my channel advocating for people to start drinking and smoking, but like, this is my kind of struggle, and it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would ask, like, is something triggering? Like, do you notice a pattern that something possibly is triggering the craving? That might be like something to kind of just like self-analyze if there's a trigger or if it's just constant. Kind of just see what that difference is, if it's like a constant craving or if something's triggering it. That's what I would be curious about.
Yeah. So if it's really a big issue, I suggest AA or finding a professional in addiction. So okay, with that, Jennifer, Texas Carnivore, our glucose is natural, but plant-based sugars, letting letting your body build off plant sugars is bad. Yes.
I got my laptop to work, but now my headset doesn't work.
Well, we can hear you on your laptop. Oh, good God.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay. And I can't
hear
unmute
you.
Yeah, you're muted again, and I can't unmute you.
The struggles. StreamYard is not playing nice with Alia today.
Yeah. Michelle, I was wondering if eating a lot of eggs makes my bursitis worse. I'm just going to be sticking with BBB, see what happens. Yeah.
No, absolutely, Michelle. And that's the way to do it. If you have something personal that you're noticing, something might be triggering it. Even the triple B, that is the best way to do it. And see if those fluid, if it reduces or completely gets eliminated. But definitely report back to us, Michelle. I'm curious to see how that goes for you.
Yeah, what she said, because I don't even know what that is.
It socks up fluid that she's getting.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming in the feet?
The joints.
Joints. Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Hello, Mike. Thank you for being here.
Everyone needs to watch Belinda. Okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce
Probably
that anymore. Fat Key. Okay.
Possibly.
She will tell you how humans were told to eat more plants and lean meat. It's religious ideology. They own Coca-Cola, Kellogg's too.
Oh,
Oh,
of
okay.
course. Of course. Of course they have that mentality.
And Slipknot fan says, I buy goat butter often. It's really good, easier than to eat than cow butter. Yeah, it has more of a pungent butter flavor. I've had it before. It's really expensive here though. It's like twice the price of regular
Oh
butter.
yeah, I can get
Even the
pricey for
Kerrygold.
sure.
Used to get raw milk for free here in Miami at the farms I worked at. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool. You had a good hookup there. That's awesome.
Looking through. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. I'm just happy my computer's working now.
Right? Rick says kudzu is a weed in the South. Okay. I don't know what it does.
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay. Oh, you're in California. Alan's awesome keto world.
Oh yes, Alan. Thank you so much for being here, Alan. Yep, he's in Cali.
Georgia carnivore. I'm all carnivore except beer, tequila. Struggle. I'm okay. I like Guinness. I like wine, and I like mead. Oh, and bourbon and scotch. But like I said, I don't drink when I'm on the road, and I'm on the road for months at a time. So it's like I'll drink, I'll indulge my addictions that I've kept around like every handful of months. You know what I mean?
And thankfully
So
your career keeps you away from it even longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm worried about when I retire.
Don't retire or retire into something else and just keep working.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going to school for nutrition or go to trade school and get certified to weld. Something practical.
Do both; they'll keep you busy.
Yeah, I could. I definitely could.
My husband used to do welding and he could no longer. Like it started affecting his eyes, even like with the gear.
Oh wow.
It messes up their eyes big time. Even with the gear that they have, yeah.
Rose Prater, Carnivore 2 months, and after a month, I stopped craving alcohol on weekends. Carnivore saved me. Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Keep on keeping on.
I have much the same experience. It's just that it rears its ugly head every now and then, but you just write it out. It's a lot easier on Carnivore just to write out those cravings.
Yes.
Rick just doesn't understand. If I ever get him on my channel, if I ever get him on my channel, I'm just gonna name the stream "Help This Man Understand."
Is that the formal invite for Rick?
Rick, you're on
Well,
next
we've
week.
talked about it. We've talked about it. Rick, email me. It's Carnivore Trucker at YouTube, or I'm sorry, Yahoo. Alcohol is my sugar. It's all or nothing. I haven't managed to quit. Trigger is honestly 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I
understand.
get
you. Yeah, again, I think AA might be the best option for you, man.
Or change your routine. What's your 5 o'clock routine? Do something else.
Yeah, go for a walk or something. Go hit the
trampolining. Do something else at 5 that like because maybe 5 o'clock is like happy hour, and when you get off work, do something else that'll keep your attention somewhere else.
Yeah, you really have to kind of take it like with the approach of like mind over matter. And if your mind has some other focus, it's not going to matter whatever cravings you're having. And, you know, for the rest of us, like definitely like I've never been one for alcohol, but I loved savory foods. That was my addiction, was savory foods like such as bread. And it's very much like you just have to find something, just like Alia saying, find something to fill the void that does not involve food at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer says, eat fatty beef whenever you get a a craving. I don't think that'll work for alcohol craving.
You'll be eating meat all the time.
Yeah, Jennifer says you're having bad luck.
Oh man. Okay, so here's the story. I'm at my friend's coffee farm for the weekend. They have internet, but I'm like in the middle of BFE, and I don't have my usual setup that's at home. So I thought, I have my laptop. It should be fine. No, apparently not. There you go.
Well,
sorry, but we're making it work. And thanks for letting me come back on 12 times.
Oh, that's a really bright trailer that passed by me. Michael Johnson, have a shot of ribeye. That's awesome.
Hey, Michael, that's a good one.
Oh, I want to say you're not an idiot. We all need help. That's why we're here. You need like an exterior viewpoint, I think, sometimes to help you figure out a different solution because you're stuck in the problem. I've never had that specific problem, but I've gotten over other things. So like now that I've gotten over my sugar addiction, it's still an addiction, you have to do something else. I got over my cigarette addiction when I was pregnant and that got me really fat. So now I've gotten over my sugar carb addiction. And so you have to, keep your mind somewhere else. Do other things.
And don't be hard on yourself. That's the beauty of this.
Oh yeah.
We all are going to figure what works for us. And sometimes we set our minds to something and guess what? It might not work out, but it was not wasted time. We learn from it. We can't see it as wasted time. We have to figure we learned, that was valuable time. But definitely show yourself some grace, absolutely. Like none of us know it all. And even the health experts in the community, they're always learning things as well. It's not just us, non-health professionals of the community. Even the health professionals, they are always changing their mindset because they're learning more and more information as time goes on.
Exactly.
So definitely show yourself some grace.
Yeah. Like, Jesus, phone, can you really? Sorry. Do y'all hear that?
Technical issues, dog issues.
All right, put that on Do Not Disturb. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Like I think it was Dr. Barry, Dr. Chafee, all the doctors. They're like, stuff happens, we drink. But again, I forgot where I was going with that. Georgia Carnivore. I went for my first walk today. I'll definitely do that. But I feel a victory already just deciding to try. And you got to take those small victories.
Yeah, see how the walking does. If walking ends up not being your thing, change it up to something else. You'll find something that'll get your mind off of it.
Yeah, Dr. Chafee says if interested in alcohol, humans stop addiction with carnivore. It's your brain deficient on nutrients being fed plant toxins. Must stop alcohol cravings. You need the nutrients. Huh. But yeah, like I was saying with my indulgences, I'm able to put them in the back seat just because I attribute that 100% to the diet. Charger Mopar, considering how expensive cigarettes are and how disgusting the smoke is, it's no wonder people are desperate to quit. Dude, yeah, that addiction is, it's horrible. Alia knows. It's like you want to quit, but you can't.
Yeah.
And even going like an hour without a cigarette is torture.
Yeah,
it's so
and that's what kept me away from cigarettes because I had cousins that were only like a few years older than me that were smokers. They are still smokers to this day. I had my uncles that were obviously their fathers that were the smokers, and that's how the kids picked up on it, was from the parents.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what kept me away from it because I could not stand the smell. The smell was horrible. And
Oh yeah,
I
you smell so
literally
bad.
had to stay, yeah, I had to stay at like an extreme distance away from them. And there was a lot of times I did not want to go to their house because it smelled so horrible in their house.
Oh wow.
Obviously, they got adapted to the smell. They did not notice the nicotine smell in the house. But me being someone not being a smoker and going into their house, oh my gosh, did it hit me full blown. But that is definitely what kept me away, was just the smell. So just like Rick's saying, people being desperate to quit. Was that something you guys had noticed, was like a disgust for the smell?
No, I love the
That's what I
smell of
would be.
cigarette smoke, even today. But if
Yeah,
I smell
because
it,
I would
if I
think you
breathe
wouldn't
it like
recognize
secondhand smoke,
that.
it hurts. It hurts my
Oh, you
lungs now.
see?
But no, I love the smell of cigarette smoke. Reminds me of my grandpa. Reminds me of being a kid. No, it's weird. It's a weird addiction. Like I don't dislike. I just don't like the way it feels now if I accidentally breathe it.
Yeah, that was it was my grandpa for me. But yeah, and like I said, I still keep it around with it in the form of the tobacco pipe, but I do it for the aroma, really. And like when I accidentally inhale a little bit of it, it's like, get that. But Georgia Carnivore, tobacco is the mountain I'm saving for last. I just put in a book recommendation for you.
Great.
It's on Audible. What I used to do, especially when I was driving, whenever I would get a nicotine craving, I would put that audiobook book on and listen to it, and just really drive the points home. So it was almost like a self-torture thing. Whenever I would get a craving, I would put that thing on there, no matter how many times I'd listened to it before. It's like, okay, just really drive home those points. You know what I mean? And Alan Carr, he knows his stuff. He was an ex-smoker for most of his life, and then he figured it out. Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. I highly, highly recommend that book.
That's awesome. No, in my teens and in my 20s, I started smoking when I was like a day before my 18th birthday, as just to like be a rebel, because you're not supposed to smoke until you're 18 or something. And that was part of the reason why I was never really overweight, because I would smoke. I would eat for like 5 minutes during a meal break, and then I would smoke the rest of the time. So and if I got hungry, I would prefer to smoke than eat. So It's a terrible addiction.
Yeah. And Michael Johnson, fight the battles you can win first. I'm like 925 days into Carnivore and still smoke. Another thing on top of that book that I recommended, try those nicotine pouches. They're tobacco free, but it's that white synthetic nicotine crap. Yes, it's horrible for you, but it will get you off the cigarettes, and you can lower the dosage little by little. Like try the highest dosage for week 1, mid dosage, which I think is like 4 mil. Second week, third week, do the 2 mil, and then try to go cold turkey from there. I've done it like that once. I had one go around where I quit. So, you got to play around with it. There's this last time that I quit in January 1st, when I started Carnivore, I just went cold turkey. So, but I had switched to those nicotine pouches around Christmas time, because I was just done smoking. I just had to quit all the nicotine.
Oh, wow. My suggestion is get pregnant. That's my quit smoking suggestion.
Well, for some, that does not even stop some, because I actually had a coworker several years ago, and she still smoked even though she was pregnant. So that only works for some.
Oh, wow.
That only works for some, unfortunately, I should say. But yeah, congratulations, Michael, because you're over 3 years carnivore now, so that's
That's awesome.
awesome. Congratulations.
Not at 57. How's everybody doing on time? We're a little bit over an
I
hour.
feel like I owe you guys some more minutes. At least 10 more minutes. Because I
10 more
kept
minutes?
falling off the stream.
Yeah, I'm good with time.
Okay. Well, let's end it in 10 minutes. So let's get some last minute questions in.
Let's go. Who's got the last questions and or comments?
In nursing, often the only break you get was a ciggy break. Yeah, I've heard that like a lot of medical people smoke like bad because
Probably
well
for the
obviously
stress.
yeah. And what's funny is in the book that I've been shouting out, it explains to you that smoking doesn't relieve stress.
Oh,
gives you
sure.
the illusion
But you
that
feel
it
like it does. You feel like that's
Yeah,
the solution.
It's definitely a mental thing. And you know, these companies, these nicotine companies, they know it's a mental thing. Once
Right.
you're
Yeah.
hooked, it's an addiction. You know, addiction is always going to be that mental mind game. And they know they are preying on people's mentality.
Right.
And once they hook you in, they know that that's that. It's just
Yeah,
the
exactly.
way our bodies are designed. They take full
Yeah.
advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, I think Dave Mack even jumped on this. It was uncovered that the like Kellogg's and all these junk food brands have been sponsoring dietitians to recommend them, and that is right out of the tobacco playbook from like the 50s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much that you can like dig deep into like and get into like the research of it all. But yeah, like people say money talks, yeah, it absolutely does.
Sure.
There's so much going on behind the scenes. I mean, think of all these association, like the American Heart Association, and they got their label on all these products. Then you got the American Diabetes Association, they got all their labels on the products that are out there, these boxed processed foods. Everything got to do with the money to kind of make people think and to perceive like those products are going to help your diabetes. Those products are going to help your heart. Yeah, no. It's
Mhm.
definitely everyone's hand is everyone else's pocket big time.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole system.
Okay, so I have something to say about this. So I had a teacher in the first grade, and because of my age, I was 7 in the first grade, or because of my birthday, I was 7 in the first grade. But I remember, so this is for my 7-year-old mind. My teacher, her name was Miss Sykes, smoking, or maybe it was second grade. Maybe it was second grade. Smoking in the closet, and she reminded me of
Oh,
Ursula the
no.
Sea Witch. First of all, her name is Miss Sykes. Second, she's smoking in the
Wow.
closet, not even in the teacher's room, and she looked like Ursula the Sea Witch.
You all were stressing her out. She just had to hide in the closet
Yeah.
and get her
She
cigarette
had to
break.
take those smoke breaks.
Wow.
I never had a teacher smoke.
No, not in front of you, at least.
Not in
No,
front of me.
definitely not. No, I haven't seen one.
And Slipknot
Have
fan
you
wants to
ever
know.
been hunting?
Yeah, I live in Texas, and like I could shoot deer out of my backyard if I wanted to, but I've never been hunting.
Wow.
I want to.
I'm coming. You're going to teach me how to shoot deer. I've gone fishing. Does that count? Does fishing count as hunting?
Yeah, it's in that realm.
Okay.
I think it's in its own separate category, but it definitely does, you know, have its own merits to it because you definitely are fishing. You're catching what you're gonna eat. Do you end up eating any of it, Alia?
No, this was a long time ago, and I didn't eat fish. I would catch it for other people.
So it was a hook and so it wasn't hook and release. You gave it to others.
Yeah, or put it back.
Yeah.
I have not been hunting, but I have been involved in the slaughtering process because I was raised into like a strict Muslim household, and my parents, they used to get like the whole animal for goat and for lamb. So my father, he liked to be involved in because obviously all of that was halal, which is considered kosher. And he wanted to be involved in the praying part for the animals. So I actually was there.
Oh,
I
wow.
was each of us kids. There was 4 of us kids. Each of us were asked if we wanted to see because it was kind of that mentality of our parents wanting us to see the sacrifice of the animal that was being made for us. So yeah, I saw and I will never forget it, is what I will say.
So, but
Yeah.
in your culture, you eat the whole animal already. Like, is that true?
Yeah, you don't do
Okay.
no waste at all. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so I grew up with my grandmother. She ate everything, the eyes, the organ, everything.
Oh, wow. The
She used to
eyes.
tease us kids because she used to have like the cooked eyeball like in her mouth, and she used to tease us kids by giving us like a sneak peek preview of it, how she ate it.
Would
She
she
was
have
the
it
only
like
grand.
in her
She was
teeth
the
like this and have the
yeah,
eyeball?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That's really
She was the only grandparent that we were blessed of knowing, so she definitely knew
Aw.
that and took advantage of that.
fun.
I would try eyeball. I'm just saying. Yep.
I don't think I could get
And,
like just my feelings of what the texture might be like. Yeah, I don't think I could.
and Rick, that
That's a good story. That's funny. That's funny.
She probably wondered too. She's like, why is this one cigarette so amazing compared to my others?
you could tell this. You could tell the by the taste and smell. I'm just saying. Michael Johnson says I have 90% ribeye. My wife smokes too. I have quit cold turkey several times, but the proximity to them when I get stressed.
Oh, yeah.
I have 3-year-old and 1-year-old too. Oh, okay. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, that's why like
hmm
after I quit smoking, I don't think I've been to a bar. No, I've been to a bar after or since I quit smoking. But I had to avoid bars like that whole social interaction thing because you go to a bar, people's gonna be smoking. I had to
Right.
like avoid all that for at least 6 months before I could like what I had a real cap over that nicotine craving. Because yeah, it's if you're still trying to fight those cravings and you're around someone who's smoking, it's that ain't gonna fly.
No. It's true.
Yeah, for me, I can't speak, because I've never been a smoker. Have I grew up with family members that were smoker? Yeah. But it's what this reminds me of, proximity to the cigarettes, is think of those that are doing keto, ketovore, carnivore, and they're the only one in their household doing it. And they have all the processed foods in proximity to them. You have to kind of get yourself in the mindset when it comes to whatever is causing that craving or, that you're wanting to binge on whatever is in proximity to you that is not good for your better health goals. But it's just the mental game for all of us, regardless if it's
Right.
alcohol, cigarettes, the processed foods. It is really very much your mental.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all mental. And again, that's in the book that I shouted out, Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking.
Right.
That's all. Yeah. Mike Shaw TV. When I started in radio in 1984, great year to start. We smoked on the air, ashtrays at every desk, like good old days. By the way, Mike Shaw, I sent you some messages on Instagram. But yeah, it's crazy how
Yeah.
smoking has been the idea of smoking has been changed through time.
Yeah, it's true.
I live in Indiana. We hunt deer, turkey, rabbit, squirrel. The meat is very lean, but we add pork fat or beef tallow to venison, and it's very
Mm.
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love beef tallow.
Here in Texas, they make venison sausages, and they mix it with pork and pork fat, and it's good stuff. Smoking section in the plains. Yep.
Oh yeah, everywhere. They were smoking on the planes and restaurants.
In
Like there was
restaurants,
no limits of where anybody was smoking. Then you
What's-
went in the
yeah.
restaurant to the restroom. Everybody was smoking in the restroom.
It's so funny. Or isn't it funny the idea of a smoking section in a restaurant and a non-smoking section? The smoke is still gonna travel to you.
Exactly.
My friend, she wasn't a smoker, and it was so funny because she hated smoking so much. And I would always move around because we would walk and I would smoke. And no matter where I moved or where she moved, the smoke would like follow her. It was very funny. Like it would just hit her in the face no matter what we did.
Oh no.
We've gone from carnivore to smoking problems.
Well, like at the IHOP at my hometown, it had a smoking section until about 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
And me and my friends, like we would get off of work or get off from the bar. That was the spot. After the bar, you like go to IHOP and get your food and smoke some more cigarettes.
You know, have either it just kind of hit me as like a light bulb. In a carnivore Facebook group, I actually had seen months ago, this was months ago, but somebody had mentioned they actually smoke their meats. And anytime they get those like cigarette cravings, I guess like the intense taste of the smoked meats helps them.
Oh, wow.
Have either of you tried that?
No, not on purpose. No.
Smoked meats?
Yeah, because I
But
guess
haven't
like
smoked
whatever.
for 8 years. I quit smoking 8 years ago, so it's not a thing for me.
Yeah, that definitely would have to be like a personal experimenting because, you know, that could be something that works for some and not for others because everyone's taste buds are so different.
Yeah.
But yeah, for that person, that's what they said, that smoking their meats, I guess, like gave them like a taste
Interesting.
that was like a substitute to their cigarette cravings.
That's weird. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so it just reminded me, just all this talk about cigarettes. That was the first time I've ever heard of that.
Mike Shaw says, I vape now. Does that make me a bad person? Yes, it does make you a bad person.
I said no, it doesn't.
No judging from me. I will not judge anyone, even a vegan. I will not judge. You do you.
You do you. Yeah, exactly. We're just here to support each other. We're not here to say what you can or can't do. Except, you know, there maybe we will say you can't do some things, but
yeah.
Yeah. Right. I mean, for me, it's just knowing how great I feel now, like of course, I'm gonna be an advocate for carnivore.
Sure.
I was keto for 4 years. Do I think keto is awful? Do I think keto's horrible? Do I think everyone needs to come off of keto and go to carnivore? No.
Yeah.
Do what works best for you. It's just keto was no longer working for me. I got hindrances. I needed to change things up for my personal journey. But no, I will never come at anybody with judgment. But will I advocate carnivore for the things that it helped me with? Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a plus. You got 2 pluses there, Mike.
I might say you were a bad person if you were murdering people.
Yes, let's keep it at that. Let's keep you off of the news.
Yeah. We'll keep you reporting the news, but off of the news.
Off of the news, yes. Reporting it, but not being part of the report.
Yeah, exactly. I'm almost out of time, people. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's cool.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 20 minutes. So, Alia, is there anything you want to shout out before we go?
I posted. Yes, thank you. Thanks for asking. I posted a video yesterday. Please go check it out. Please look at it. It's an interview I did with the RV carnivore. His name is Greg. He has an incredible story. And I found the RV carnivore from you, Sean. His story is nuts, and I'm not going to give anyone anything else away, but literally, he should be dead. He absolutely should be dead, and he's not. So, and he's here to tell the tale. Everyone has fantastic carnivore stories, but this one knocks it out of the park. So please go watch it. Thank you.
I'll drop
and subscribe to these guys. Subscribe.
I dropped the link in the chat.
Nice, thank you.
And speaking of subscribing to people, I have everyone's socials in the description.
I've
Me
been
too.
popping them in the chat as well. Like if that makes it easier for anyone here and there throughout the stream, I've been popping everyone's links in there. So hopefully everyone sees them clickable.
Okay. And what about you, Sana? Do you have anything you want to shout out?
Yes. So every Friday night, Cindy DeManch and I, we do our Friday night lives. It is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be having this Friday, September 29th, Dr. Tony Hampton on. So I am super
Yay.
excited because I have been following him for years on end, almost as long as I was doing keto. So I'm super, super pumped and excited.
That's
so if
awesome.
everyone wants to hop in and get some questions answered from Dr. Tony Hampton, he will be on Friday on my channel.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, I don't have a good enough signal to stream any video games tonight. Well, actually, I probably could. I don't feel like it right
If it's
now.
better than mine, if it's better than my
What?
current signal, you should be okay.
Right. But next week on the Bacon Convoy will be Dave Mack, No Carb Life. So I'm looking forward to that. And all right, I think that's about everything. We better
Oh,
better
I have
wrap
one more
this
thing.
up.
Come to the Keto Cookout Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central. We have a lot of fun at the cookout.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry, I'm done.
And
Okay.
that's every Tuesday, right?
Every
Keto
Tuesday,
Every
8
Tuesday.
o'clock.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, y'all. Y'all remember to drive safe out there and remember to eat bacon and keep trucking.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. Take
Yes,
care.
thank you
Bye.
so much.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. I am done. Get out!